Dropped objects account for the majority of actual and potential fatalities in upstream oil and gas. And they are also in the top 3 causes of death and serious injury in many other industrial sectors. Dropped objects are also a serious threat in leisure and home life too. They can occur anywhere and at any time. There are 2 categories of dropped objects. The static dropped object. This is any object that falls from its previous position under its own weight, that is gravity driven without another applied force. This could, for example, include failures caused by corrosion or improper fixings. The second category is a dynamic dropped object. This is any object that falls from its previous position due to an applied force. For example, a collision involving travelling equipment, snagging on machinery, helicopter downdraft, or severe weather. Dynamic dropped object. A tote tank was being filled with a chemical for use at an offshore installation. To ensure the valve was closed, the operator tapped it with a hammer. He placed the hammer in the frame and attached the security tags, indicating that the valve was locked. He then completed the cargo summary ticket and the tank was checked by the lorry driver prior to loading and transiting to the dock. At the dock, the lorry was inspected by the cargo gantry inspector, who failed to identify the potential dropped object. The lorry then proceeded to the quayside, where it was unloaded and taken to the crane for loading onto the vessel. At this point, the tank was checked again by the crane banksman, who also failed to notice the potential deck crew. And once again, the potential dropped object was not identified. The vessel deck crew moved to the safe haven. The tank was lifted from the vessel to the installation and was placed in the laydown area, ready for use. After use, as part of the backload process, the tank was inspected, the container check sheet was completed, and again the hammer was missed. The container was lifted from the installation to the supply boat, to the quayside and onto a lorry, again with the checks missing the camouflaged hammer. As the tank was being transported by lorry back to the vendor, the hammer dislodged and fell off the lorry, hitting a car. The hammer went through the windscreen and narrowly missed the driver and his daughter.